Let's be real for a second. When you think about leadership, do you picture the person with the fancy title, the team captain, or maybe just the loudest person in the room? Well, we're about to tear that old idea apart. Today, we're building a brand new playbook for what it really means to be a leader. And here's a spoiler, it has absolutely nothing to do with a title. Okay, let's get into it.
So, first things first, we have to go back to square one and really redefine what leadership even is. Forget everything you thought you knew, we're starting fresh.
No, seriously, take a second. When I say the word leader, what's the first image that pops into your head? Is it a CEO in a boardroom? Maybe a president? Whatever it is, just hold on to that thought, because we're about to blow that definition wide open. Okay, so on one side, you've got the myth, the idea that a leader has to have a title or they're just the most popular or loudest person around. But the reality? It's so much more powerful, and honestly, it's something anyone can do. Real leadership is all about your attitude, the positive actions you take, and how you influence people by your example, not by your volume.
It all boils down to this simple formula. Attitude plus action equals leadership. That's it. It's not some job you get promoted into. It's a choice you make every single day in all kinds of situations. And that means anyone, and I really do mean anyone, can choose to be a leader. I absolutely love this definition because it cuts through all the noise. A leader is just someone who improves the situation. They walk into a room, see what's going on, and instead of just pointing out what's wrong, they actually do something to make it even a tiny bit better. So what does that look like in real life? Well, it's not about giving some huge, dramatic speech. It's about the small stuff. It's seeing a problem and actually suggesting a solution. It's keeping your word, making sure the quiet person on the team feels heard, and giving credit to others instead of pointing fingers. These are the real, practical habits of leadership.
Okay, so now we know leadership is about taking action, but let's get into the mindset behind it. Because in any given moment, you really have a choice between two different modes, what we're going to call leader mode and wait mode.
Wait mode is, passive. It's when you hang back, wait for someone to tell you what to do, and just assume, someone else will probably handle this. Leader mode, though, that's active. It's about stepping forward, taking a little initiative, and asking that one incredibly powerful question. How can I help improve this?
Let's make this super practical. Picture this. You're in a group project, and everything just stalls. Everyone is just looking at each other, confused. The wait mode response? Just stare back and hope someone else is brave enough to talk. But leader mode? That's asking, okay, I'm a little lost. Can we go over that last point again? Or how about we start by brainstorming? That one question can get the whole team unstuck.
Or how about this one? You see a teammate being talked over or kind of ignored. It feels awkward, right? The easy thing to do, the wait mode thing, is to just stay quiet so you don't rock the boat. But a real leader protects their team. Leader mode is turning to that person and saying, hey, Sarah, what do you think about this? It's such a small act, but it makes a massive difference.
And you know that feeling when a deadline is breathing down your neck? Wait mode is just feeling that stress build up inside and thinking, well, I hope the person in charge has a plan. Leader mode is about sharing that responsibility. It's asking, hey, how's everyone doing on their part? Is there anything I can help with to get us across the finish line? So you're ready to flip the switch into leader mode? Awesome. But how do you actually do it? Well, the great news is there's no single right way to lead. The best leaders have a whole toolkit of styles they can pull from. Let's check out 4 of the big ones. Now think of these styles less like a personality quiz and more like tools in a toolbox. You're not just one of these. The most effective leaders are chameleons. They can look at a situation, figure out what the team needs right then and there, and pull out the right tool for the job. So you've got the coach, who's great for helping people grow. The democratic style, perfect for teamwork. The directive style for when you're in a crunch. And the supportive style for building trust. Being a great leader is all about knowing which one to use and when. Let's break them down real quick. First up is the coach leader. This person is all about potential. They aren't just thinking about getting the project done today. They're playing the long game. They're invested in helping their teammates level up their skills for the future. Next, the democratic leader. This style is amazing for collaboration because it's built on the idea that the best ideas come from the entire group. They make sure everyone gets a chance to speak, which makes the whole team feel more connected and bought into whatever you're doing. Now, sometimes you just don't have time for a group discussion, and that's where the directive leader shines. In an emergency or when a deadline is super tight, they give clear, simple instructions to get things done fast. It's all about decisive action when you're against the clock. And finally, we have the supportive, or servant leader. Their number one priority is the team's well-being. They lead by listening, by showing they care, and by acting like a snowplow, clearing obstacles out of the way so that everyone else on the team can succeed. This is how you build deep, real trust.
All right, so we've covered the right mindset and the different styles in your toolkit. Now let's talk about how this all comes together when you're actually working with other people. It's time to put it all into practice. Here's a game-changing idea. In any good team, leadership is not one person's job. It's actually a whole set of different roles that anyone on the team can and should step up and fill whenever they're needed. And just look at all the different ways there are to lead. Of course, there's the coordinator, but being the timekeeper, the person who keeps everyone on track, that's leadership. Being the encourager who boosts morale when things get tough, that's powerful leadership. Organizing notes, managing resources, it all counts. Wow, we have covered a ton of ground. We've totally redefined leadership, we've explored the mindset, the styles, the roles. So let's bring it all home and talk about what you can do right now. What's your first move? If you only remember one thing from all of this, please let it be this. Leadership is not a title you wait for someone to give you. It is, and it always will be, about the action you choose to take. So, I'll leave you with a challenge. It doesn't have to be some huge, earth-shattering thing. Just think, what is one small, simple leader mode action you can take today to make things a little bit better, at school, at home, or with your friends? Your leadership journey starts with that one small choice.